Shager taking the snap with some time here, surveying the field. Now he's going to try to break out, but he's unable to do so. He is snagged and tossed by William Holmes. 6'4", 240-pound, 24-year-old freshman.
Yeah, and you mentioned, look at the protection. They're doing a phenomenal job up front. Clean pocket. He has to climb up a little bit. But, again, coverage sack. All the receivers downfield were covered in what is apparently a man scheme in the back end.
Holmes, an amazing story, is from Detroit, Michigan, was an all-star standout baseball player in high school. So Hawaii with a golden opportunity to just get off the schneid here. Shager brought down and sacked for a massive loss. Lawrence Balatea and Bo Miley giving chase.
It seems as if the tackle definitely squeezed down, but it was the running back who, again, needs to be better in protection. He needs to be more stout. He does not do a nice job, and too much pressure too quickly.
Balatea and Miley, two Utah products. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 17. Shager in trouble, and he's going to be brought down again. Kean Sloan was first to him. And now, forget that 4th down stuff. Hawaii is backed way up. This now turns into a fairly challenging field goal attempt coming up for Kansai Matsuzawa.
Warning on Utah State.
How about Kean Sloan, though, Rich, the 6'4" senior from Rockland, California. Sangapolutele in trouble, and he goes down. It'll be a loss on the play. Bronson Olivao Jr. was the one to step up.
You're going to see pressure inside. You're going to see guys just staying with the play longer than the opponent and eventually winning those one-on-one situations. Tremendous pressure. We've seen that pretty much all season.
6 for 34 yards. Looking to throw again. And he is wrapped up and he is brought down. That was Gabriel Iniguez, the transfer from New Mexico State, who comes up and makes the play.
And he's the one that gets it started up front. And we've talked a lot about the big plays, the 4 interceptions, but it starts right there at the defensive tackle position. And again, that unit's playing well. We've got backup linebackers and a plethora of linebackers playing well, and then the secondary, obviously, with the lockdown coverage. They win the last 2 games. There are positive mathematical implications, but don't even think about that now. Think about potentially finishing strong next week on senior night, because this has been a bad performance.
And Michael Alejado goes down. He is sacked. Bronson Olivao, it has become a get-back night here for Utah State.
Yeah, and a little bit of a jailbreak, right? There's guys that are just unblocked, and I'm not sure that's communication in terms of Ethan Spencer calling the squeeze down in terms of anticipating guys coming through the A-gap. Then it's the pressure on the outside, and that's usually the back-end protection. But 5-man protection, make no mistake about it, there's nothing harder than that in football.
And that's the 6th sack of the game for this Aggies defense. 2nd and lengthy. Alejado going to try to move out of the pocket, but he can go nowhere. There's just too much resistance. Seni Tuiaki, the D tackle from Salt Lake City, who came out of medical retirement mid-season. This was a guy who had experienced so many injuries that he had basically decided to call it a career, but because of the injuries on the roster elsewhere, he said, you know what, if you need me, I'm available, and look what he just did.
Great story.
7 sacks for Utah State, 4th quarter coming up.